Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Bill, doing something a little different this week. I wanted to get some content ready for my move, just in case it takes a while for me to get internet and stuff again. I'm just moving into a new apartment, nothing big. And I figured it was time to go back to Epic the Musical. I still can't quite wrap my mind around how I want to do visuals and animatics and stuff. So I don't know, I'm still kind of trying to navigate that, but I wanted to just rank the songs. This is just my opinion. It's okay if yours is different. Just be nice to yourself, me, and other people. Ow. S is kind of my personal tier. Like that's an A is still an A. You want those grades. Those are the best grades possible. S is like my personal thing. So S stands for self. I'm also curious to see if people would be interested in more content like this. You know, after I've finished something or done enough videos on it, doing like a review or a ranking and things like that, just to kind of break up the vibe a little bit. And like I said, this is also a lot easier for me to film and edit. You know, I'd be able to get up more content consistently, not just when I'm moving and need extra videos. So yeah, I guess we're starting with The Horse and the Infant. It has a weird personal level for me. Technically, probably one of the most songs I've re-listened to is The Horse and the Infant because I've restarted the playlist so much. Be sure to check out the playlist in the description for my Epic the Musical videos, breaking down and listening to them for the first time and the highlights, my reactions and things like that. Also, I'll have the official playlist by Jorge Rivera Herranz in case you're new or want a refresher or, you know, go support him directly, eh? But yeah, Horse and the Infant, I think it really nails it. It sets everything up nicely. It's very exciting. It really puts you in the headspace at the beginning, which so does Just a Man. And I like the themes when they come back. It's not one I listen to a lot on my own, but it still has great merit. This is going to be really hard to do. I don't like picking favorites. To me, they're all S tier. You're all Hello Kitty. Just a man trying to go home. I really like it. I just that you have shit like Full Speed Ahead right afterwards, which I love. It really gives you a feeling of scale. Yeah, I think Just a Man being B is more because Horse and the Infant is an S, so I already have my intro to Odysseus. But I love it though. It's fine. Also, Just a Man comes back a lot. Freaking S tier the boy. I love Open Arms. It's such a great shift in tone and headspace. Pretty sure Open Arms is the first time we get the Winions too, right? I think it's such a welcome break from the battles, the chaos, the turmoil. It's really good at also showcasing like there's another way. And speaking of another way, God, this is hard. I guess the ultimate question is, do I like Warrior of the Mind or My Goodbye more? Ooh, I love Athena. God, this is hard. I think if I'm that torn, I think it's because I love it that much. I do really like Warrior of the Mind. The energy of it, it's also even more humanity for Odysseus when you look back on him as younger. It's just one I listen to a lot. Polyphemus, you killed my sheep. I think that's a solid B. I like Number one internet Cyclops stan puts Polyphemus as a B. God, I do really like that song. I'm also subject to change these when I'm done. This isn't set in stone. And also my feelings could change over time. Polyphemus sets up all the rest of the Cyclops saga that I like more. Survive I skip Survive because I don't want to hear Captain. But Remember Them is an S. 100% Remember Them is an S. That's another personal thing too. It's like, just because I skip it doesn't mean it's bad, but it's like, I don't know it as well. I don't listen to it as much because it just makes me feel a way I don't like feeling sometimes. So Survive is going to be just on a technicality down here. If anything, I should make D a category of like, no, I don't listen to this. Oof. Ow, hurts. There we go. Bad. Hurts too much. Oh, it doesn't fit. Hurts too much for third bill. There we go. Now I'm gonna put that on a shirt. thethirdbill.com. Oh, My Goodbye. This is tough. I'm pretty interested to see what I would throw under C, but it's not going to be My Goodbye. Maybe the breakup, the friendship ender hurts my feelings a little too much. But it's so good. Because it doesn't hurt too much. I don't think I could put an Athena song below a B just by default. Help. I guess if I were to be pragmatic, if there has to be one, it is my least favorite song with Athena, but that's only by default because the rest of them are gonna, spoilers, they're gonna live up here. I like Storm. It is not the highlight of the Ocean Saga. Luck Runs Out makes me sad, but I love Keep Your Friends Close. I am the wind turning in hand. I love the flow of it. I love how that character is written. I don't even remember this song. Guess we'll just put it up here until I could think of what that song is. I don't even remember it. I did an April Fool's version of this, and I figured life was a little too stressful. Let's not. So I put it on my Patreon. But that was go check it out if you want to be a patron. Thank you to the patrons. I had a couple of good singers, and that was that. And the lead is definitely a Nepo hire and is probably related to the creator. Okay, anyway. God, Ruthlessness. Not only we've talked about it enough. Go check out the videos if you hadn't. Playlists in the description, mine and the official one. That actor is so talented, and I love the like absolute like crashing of waves that accompanies the vocal work, but not only that, but the music. Sea foaming at the mouth. I don't know if I kept that in the video, but I remember making that joke when I listened to it. Like, it's like sea foam frothing at the mouth. I love that sound. Puppeteer is an S. I give them both little kisses. It gets stuck in my head all the time. It's a great lyric. I love that, you know, I'm stuck in this situation, environment, or this game. Because isn't she trapped? I still don't know the Greek mythology. I'm still an idiot despite having finished Epic the Musical. But isn't she like trapped? Right? She can't leave. Either way, it has that feeling of like the most power one can find in the situation that she's in. I'm not a player, I'm a puppeteer is such a strong lyric. And then the way that it's delivered, it's so casual, aloof, but it has the right amount of weight to it. I love her song. We already know. We already know. This is the song that probably gets stuck in my head, if not the most, almost the most. It's tied probably for the number one going through my head at all times song. Kind of like with the Open Arms, like it has such a different feel to it. I mean, Puppeteer still has that like dun 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 dun. Like it has that buoyant feeling to it, but like the wouldn't you like a taste of the magic? Wouldn't you like you I can't help dancing to it. One of the things I love the most about Epic the Musical is how dynamic all the different songs are when you take in the whole thing. So fun, so good. Done For is definitely an A. I don't know. That might be higher. I don't know. Cause like right as I was like, how much Done For do I remember? It's my brain went, something spell on you and you're done for. Like, oh. That's really tough. I think A is gonna be where it's at for me. I don't know. I might come back. I mean, I will. I'll go back over this. The way that they combat musically is so invigorating to me. I really love it. There are other ways. I feel like the biggest thing that's keeping it from staying at B in my mind initially is that hope of like, there won't need to be a puppeteer no more. That moment. And I think it really creates another dimension for Cersei. I love that. I almost said the one good deed that doesn't go unpunished. You'll understand that reference at the end of the year. It's so wild. I can't talk about Wicked these days because I don't want to ruin it for people who don't know how it ends. That's a video for its own day. I tend to try to like skip the comments that correct the mythology, especially when I was doing everything for the first time, so I didn't get confused. I'm pretty sure people talked about how Cersei and Odysseus do hook up, so this version of Cersei not having grown-up hand-holding time. I think also for people who know the source material way better than I do, which isn't saying much. I feel like those are nice twists to keep the story fresh without detracting too far, in my opinion. Again, as someone who does not benefit either way on how faithful the adaptation is to the source material. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to challenge myself to keep these on 3 different tiers. Hurts too much. It's no longer you. Also, this just really speaks to me. I'm literally in this show. They base that character on me. And yeah, Monster. Yeah, I'm good with that. Because yeah, No Longer You. I love that like waltzy. I love the big sweeping grand. I think it's just so well done. And yeah, the underworld doesn't exist. We will be skipping or taking a potty break so Bill doesn't have to think about death too much. Because yeah, these are both the sirens. Oh, you can't see it. These next 2 songs are the siren songs. But I love Fake Penelope. Just to make sure I'm not getting them confused. Epic the Musical. Thunder. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love both these songs so much. I'm gonna make this a reflection on me. I think these two should go together. To me, they're and this is kind of a reflection on what an idiot I am. To me, these are almost like the same song because I love the ooh ooh. The water makes me scared, and then my real wife knows I don't have a daughter. Like, it's so satisfying. I didn't realize how much I like the Thunder Saga. The Lair of Scylla. Oh, it moved. There we go. Yeah, I really like these three connected. Or should I? Maybe I should push myself a little more. Nah, it's okay. It's my world that I want to have a little pride in. My world. It's not a place I have to hide in. Oh, Mutiny. I don't dislike Mutiny, but I usually skip it to get to Thunderbringer. All my homies hate Zeus. That song is so good. Weirdly, I think that twist at the end, but man, I get so worked up listening to them go, oh, cows, the sun god, oh, king. Nothing makes me more angrier than selfish, weak men. Yeah, I think Mutiny is my first C. It just makes, like, it doesn't hurt me too much, like this category. Mutiny just makes me mad. And I think that's a good way to look at this for those of you who aren't skipping around. I think the Wisdom Saga might be my favorite. Yeah, it's the Wisdom Saga or Circe. I think those might be my favorite. Legendary is an absolute S. That was, I listened to it freaking today. Came up on my shuffle and I was like, do it. Best line in the whole show for me. The 108 old faces of men who call me small. It really, and I talked about it in the video a lot. It really put me in that, hits me even now on just like how hard it can be to maneuver through that, and wishing I had the guidance and the wisdom of, you know, my grandfather. It really hits on that hopelessness for me. Personal things, universal things, links in the description. This just really hits it all for me. All those feelings while also trying to live your life and follow your dreams and leave your mark on the world. And like even this, right? Have more power in a powerless situation. Like it just really speaks to me on so many levels. When we reorganize this might be my #1 song. I want it on record. Little Wolf is an S tier because Athena shows up. Uppercut him now. Whoa. That's one of my favorite parts. Telemachus and Athena make me so happy to the point where I think my least favorite thing of the musical is that they don't team up again. Like, more, please. Odysseus who? We'll be fine. You're a good kid. That actually might hurt a little too much. Yeah, I don't think I've casually listened to We'll Be Fine. I think when it's come on or when I've re-listened to it or when I was editing, like that was one where I'm like, this hurts a lot. I love it. Because I'll listen to Little Wolf because in my mind, he beats the hell out of those men and then nothing bad happens at the end. Odysseus just comes home. Yeah, I think We'll Be Fine, I think hurts too much for the third bill. Ooh, Love in Paradise is another one that hurts too much for me. It's tough. It's an intense topic for me. I know it's an intense topic for other people. My understanding is that this song is also hard for people who are more familiar with the source material because, again, that relationship with Calypso and Odysseus, just like almost every relationship in the musical when you're looking at the source material, it's so different. I think it's kind of hard. Me not knowing the source material, I really admire feeling like he needs help and seeing what a ignorant or lacking support system can do for someone who needs help. It's Athena realizing he needs help that really speaks to me. Very important to me. Hurts too much to listen to. But luckily, they pick you right back up with freaking God Games, which is just fantastic. Freaking nerds. Oh my God, I love God Games. All these great ideas, all these great interpretations of these characters and gods. And I don't know, I love how fun and engaging it is. All the different styles and genres and musical motifs. And then also, yeah, I love telling Ares there's going to be a bloodbath when he comes home. Help me, help him. You will get the vengeance and the bloodshed that you seek. And then also reminding my freaking girlfriend, oh shoot, Aphrodite. And then also reminding Aphrodite, like, hey, this is also a love story. Like, there will be kissing and slaying. There will be smashing. And also, not for nothing, I think that would help me remember what God does what if this came out in a world where something like Hades didn't. I definitely don't listen to Not Sorry for Loving You. It's not too hard to listen to. It's just not my favorite. Again, if we're going to use Calypso as a vehicle to show us what's lacking in Calypso's relationship with Odysseus, is the pinnacle of what is strongest in Odysseus's relationship with Penelope. I love looking back on it after listening to the Ithaca saga, and also leaving us hanging with what happened to Athena. Is the boy okay? What's going on in Ithaca? I don't want to cut it, but I'm like, maybe trim it down and combine it with a different song. I don't know. It's also it's not Sorry for Loving You's fault that right after it is Return of the King. I love Hermes. I love Dangerous. I love that it has that like 80s poppy vibe to it. Like, it's so infectious as a melody. It's super fun. Hearing Odysseus kind of get his groove back without going like all out violent yet. I just love the don't you know the danger is my friend? And I'm like, is it, buddy? Is it your middle name? Charybdis is good. I feel like it's important to set up that he didn't literally kill a monster. Come on. Get in the water. Freaking get in the water. No, I'm not biased. Leave me be. And then the freaking anime, the song. I feel so bad. It's like, look at these three, I was a Trident Saga. 3 Vengeance Saga songs in my S, and then the other 2 are in my C. But yeah, pun. It's a pun. You can't get mad at me because it's a pun. I made the arrow big. But yeah, I think 600 Strike is it borders on insanity. I got a lot of comments trying to tell me what to picture when I listen to 600 Strike. I love that it does leave so much interpretation for me to picture what's happening while also confirming the important details, right? The clanging of the trident, the long 600 Strike. Like, he is attacking him. He's not saying that and running away, you know? It gives you just enough information so you know the big beats, but you can fill in the gaps a bit yourself. But it's also so frustrating because it's like, can I go see it now? Not that I would ever do it, but one time a friend put their hand on mine on a computer and forced my eyes open and made me watch a bootleg of a show. I don't do that. I'm above such things. But like, even like a stage bootleg, a library copy is what I meant to say. You heard it wrong. I think it gives you just enough to like know what happened, but then you can fill in the gaps so much yourself. In my mind, this is the most anime coded thing. God dang it, Penelope. I love her voice. I don't know, again, not knowing anything about the source material, the illustration of what her plan is just, it's always so powerful and desperate. Here's what I can make happen. Here's where I am powerful. Here's what I can stall. What little I can, I will do to the extent of it. It's so good. Sorry, my mouse is falling asleep. We get it, Bill. Stop talking. I love the challenge. S tier, best song. Yeah, we all know. We all know where you're going. I get it stuck in my head all the time too. Bum 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 bum. I'm like, nope. As soon as I remember what lyrics are, it's so good. It really needs to be, because this can be summed up with one line. These men need to die. It goes so hard because it needs to. You know, this would probably be S tier if I was looking at it just from a technical standpoint. And like, trust me, as someone who's had to play the literal worst version of a villain in several projects, I also want to give flowers to the performers, the singers, the actors. Like, you all do amazing work. I hate your character. All my homies hate your characters. But God, you do such a good job. It's a hard listen, but yeah, when that dun 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 gets like stuck in my head. Oh, again, it's the ooh, yeah, this that I go, wait, now I'm remembering the lyrics. Help, mom, come pick me up. Oh, it's tough. Per the logic of what I've been deciding for my list, it should be B, because I don't listen to it as much. But man, I don't like the person I become when I listen to this. We need to kill that guy, Steven. That hurts way too much. But I don't want them touching. You leave that boy alone. Get a job. Frickin', I guess I should talk about it first. I just completely, no, fine. Bink. I Can't Help But Wonder is so beautiful. It's so well done. No, thank you. No, thank you. I can't. I miss my grandpa every day just to see him again, and so many things to talk about. And anyway, Would You Fall in Love with Me Again is 100% an S tier. I love everything down to even like the music break. Like I can't help but smile. The kissing with tongue, as I refer to it. These things we all went through are so important, so consequential. I love their voices together. I love the dynamic. I love that moment with the bed and the spiraling, and I just needed to know that it was you, like that. I guess I didn't describe it that well in my video, but like that cheeky, I just need to know it was you. Like it didn't mean mean anything. She already knew, right? It was for him. A lot of people left those comments. And I'm like, no, I thought that's what I said, but I think that might be in the longer version that I put on Patreon. Not a plug. That's been a little confusing. Is sometimes it's like, no, I talked about that. I'm like, wait, which version did I talk about that in? It's fine. I think this was an amazing way to end. I really love it. I will be putting in a different visual here while I rearrange things, just for the people who are skipping around to get confused and frustrated. Don't skip around. Tell them that in the comments. But yeah, let's take a look at this. Yeah, Legendary is 100% my number one. Wouldn't you like God Games? Remember them. No, maybe the challenge and then get in the water. Open Arms. I actually kind of love putting Open Arms and Ruthlessness next to each other. I think I'm gonna put Dangerous at the bottom by default. If I had to pick between the two Hermes songs, it will always be Wouldn't You Like. And I do like Would You Fall in Love with Me again. So yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, Odysseus, Full Speed Ahead, Thunderbringer, Monster, Done For. I think that's actually pretty good. Fucking those men. I'm going to order the bottom here with like, what could I make it through? I'd rather miss loved ones than think about like paralyzing pain and fear. Or maybe Luck Runs Out should be C. So here's my final listing. Again, after a while, I'm going to swap it back for the people who are going to skip around. So watch my stuff all the way. Like, share, subscribe. Don't become a member. I think this is my final order. And again, this may change in the future. I'm a human being. Legendary is my number one. 100%. This became like my most listened to. Same with Wouldn't You Like, but I didn't have to call my mom or my grandma crying. I think God Games is so fun and so creative, and it's so exciting and cool, and like, yeah, tell me more, nerds. Like, I love that you love this. Keep going. But I also appreciate, I guess it wouldn't be killing your darlings because they get a little moment. I admire the restraint of here's the song where we can fit in everyone we couldn't fit in. Like, I love it on a technical level as well as an artistic one. Remember Them is incredible. So real. It's so well done. Cyclops, number one internet Cyclops stan. Gotta have some Cyclops representation in my S. That felt weird. More like Cyclops representation in my A, which I don't have. You know what? Maybe I was a little hasty here. I do like Polyphemus a lot. You heard my sheep. Yeah, I'm gonna move that up to A. There you go. Cyclops in my A. I might actually like Puppeteer more than Get in the Water. I panicked again. Okay, I love Puppeteer. I think what beats out the challenge is there's more beautiful Cersei songs. We only get like two, I guess technically 2.5 Penelope songs, but like this is the Penelope song. So it's a little more precious, a little more of a commodity. Get in the Water is so good and intense and like, you know Poseidon has to go from my A to my S. Open Arms, Ruthlessness, The Boy and the Infant, Little Wolf, and then this is one song to me, so apologies, but think of this as one entry, which is also, I put Dangerous at the end just because I have a Hermes song at the top. But yeah, consider this one song, and you know, I'm a Scylla x the Third Bill shipper, so really truther. And then Dangerous. And then for my A list, I have Odysseus, Full Speed Ahead, Thunderbringer, Monster, Polyphemus, Done For, There Are Other Ways. And I think it's also these three are B's because there's versions of these songs I like better. I think Boy and the Infant kind of covers what I love in Just a Man. The Return of Athena for Little Wolf, as well as God Games, I think overpowers the Athena-ness of My Goodbye. And then Get in the Water, I think outdoes Storm, as well as like Full Speed Ahead, 600 Strike, the Scylla trilogy, the Scylla Trilla. That was annoying. Shut up, Bill. I just think for these Bs, I like these songs. There's just other songs on this list that are ranked higher that do the same thing for me, but more. And then, yeah, my C is Charybdis and Not Sorry for Loving You. I think Charybdis is the top of the Cs because, like, yeah, it works, it makes sense, and it's cool. Both of these songs, I'd rather get to Dangerous and then Get in the Water. I still feel like there's a way to kind of tweak Not Sorry for Loving You so it would fit with the flow more. The back and forth between people who know the source material and me, that also kind of lowers it a little bit in my mind. It still makes me anxious. Mutiny, I just get so frustrated. I think kind of like with the B section, like I think Luck Runs Out. We just get that better with Keep Your Friends Close, the Thunderbringer. These are fine. I would probably skip them anticipating a song coming up. And then Hurts Too Much for the third bill. We have The Underworld, I Can't Help But Wonder, Hold Them Down, which I think I did this. Yeah, hold it. We'll be fine. Yeah, my bad. Because I liked what I did there. I forgot about these. These are like heartbreaking grief and loss and pain. This one is grief and loss and pain, but hope. But then it's like, these are the things that like scare the hell out of me. Yeah, I think I would put survive. Yeah, I think this is, yeah. These are just like paralyzing, PTSD activating, stressful. This more often than not will be unhealthy for me to like listen to if it's not for content where like now I'm going to talk about it, right? But yeah, this is my hurts too much, starting with hurts too much because, you know, there's a beauty in grief. But yeah, this kind of gives me those feelings. And then yeah, this is things I'm currently scared of, but then being hopeful, and then just like anxiety, overwhelming personal stuff. And yeah, I think that's my final order. Again, it's just my opinion. It's okay to disagree. I'd love to know what you think, but let's also remember to just be nice, be cool. I'd love to do more videos like this in the future. So, you know, help me think of some ideas that are connected to content that I've done previously. If you can think of something, I do have a couple of other random ones kind of floating through my mind, rankings. So I can also kind of quick review and discuss like animes that I've seen. A lot of people have brought up anime to me in the past, and I'm like, maybe an anime video to see what people think about that, or even anime OPs. There you go, music. I love to know what people think of those ideas, what you think of my thoughts. I don't know. I hope my choices make sense. I hope this is just like fun and cool and something interesting to listen to. But I'd love to do more things like this to kind of like flush out some thoughts and like, you know, return to things. Cause like I said, I'm still kind of struggling with how I want to do a video about like the visuals and stuff. And this would be a good, hey, I'm not just completely washing my hands of Epic. There's still videos to come. Also, hey, I'm moving and I don't quite know what to do yet with visuals. And I want to talk about the songs a little more. That's something too. Like the last one was like 45 minutes or something, or 40. And I'm like, I don't have time to talk about the show as a whole. Let me know if you want that big review in the comment section down below, or more tier lists like this. I'd love to know, again, your thoughts and my thoughts. I hope this just, you know, was something cool to watch. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Especially if you want more Epic the Musical content on this channel in the future. My gaming channel, merch store, PO box are all linked in the description, next to a resource card for social awareness, mental health, crisis lines, Trevor Project resources, things like that should you or someone you know need them. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you next time I upload or go live. I hope everyone's staying safe. Be mindful of others. Remember to take care of yourselves, please.